Hardaway will inbound.
Look at who's guarding Cade Cunningham right now.
Cunningham gets the ball against Bam. Pulls up for the win. Got it! Detroit basketball.
With the Heat's best defender's hand in his face. If you don't know, now you know. This is March.
It
isn't just the madness in the tournament. It's buzzer beaters in the NBA as well. And the entire basketball world took notice. Cade Cunningham took hoops by storm last night. I think it's fair to say that we should get a little bit more Detroit basketball games.
Yes.
What do you think?
A little bit.
On
Just a little bit.
ESPN because they showed up and showed out. Should we show everybody how this one went down last night, my friends? Cade Cunningham and the Detroit Pistons in South Beach. We picked this one up in the third quarter. Udonis Haslem, huge slam there for Detroit. The pass, of course, from Cade Cunningham. And then Cade going to work here, sliding through defenders. How many pump fakes was that?
I mean, look at the bag where it gets in the paint, 3-4 defenders, stays on balance, and gets a good shot up.
This was a good game down the stretch.
It was a
minute
great
20
game.
to play. Tyler
Hello.
Hero
That was a windshield wiper.
Buzz cut hero.
But, oh, my God.
on the other end.
Just look at the distribution of the basketball. Everyone's fighting for old boards. How bad do you want it? Knock it down. We thought that could have been the dagger.
We really did. And then Tyler Hero, once again, buzz cut hero, we calling him, gets this
man.
one to head him to the free throw line. Tyler Hero would make both free throws to the game, all tied here at 113. We were talking about how we were going to go to overtime at this point. No, sir. Here comes the motorcade. Cade Cunningham with Bam Adebayo's hand in his face. It's good. The bank is open.
Good defense, better offense by Cade. If he was 6'6", Bam would have got a hand on that shot.
This is what it sounded like on the game broadcast from the one and only Mark Jones.
Cunningham gets the ball against Bam. Pulls up for the win. Got it! Detroit basketball.
And there you have it. That's all she wrote. Here was Cade Cunningham after that incredible game winner.
I mean, big fella got a good rebound for me to take the lead. But to have the trust by coach, by my teammates, to get the last play, I got to go knock it down again. So, blessed, highly favored. I can't do nothing but thank the Lord.
I mean, you just got to get him the ball. You know, thing about old Doug Collins clip, just get him the ball and get out the way, right? But you try to get the ball in his hands, occupy the guys around him, and you know that Cade's going to be able to get his shot off. Like, he's got the size, he's got the skill. You know he's going to get his look. You know, we told him to go win the game, and he went and got it done.
Are you not entertained, y'all? JB Bickerstaff started off the week saying we need more respect. Well, respect is earned, not given, and Cade earned every bucket and every ounce of respect with that game winner. Let's break it down, UD.
I mean, pushing through the down screen, the thing is he's got to get open on two defenders. We have a guy that is shading the ball before he even gets the ball. Now he gets to his spot. Easy because he works on it, but he has to get it over 6'10" with a 7'1" wingspan. Bam Adebayo, one of the best five-way defenders, can guard all positions.
Honestly, don't you feel like that was well defended? Maybe you ball hawk a little bit more, but more importantly, Cade, when it mattered most, was able to knock it down against one of the best defenders in the NBA, UD.
There's nothing that he could have done differently. Maybe shade the ball a little bit more, but ultimately there's a great player making a great play at the right time.
And most importantly, Malika, Cade made a statement. He made a statement.
Has arrived. Look out, the motorcade is coming through. But when there is a winner, there must also be a loser. And in this case, it's an unprecedented losing streak for the Heat, right? We know this is the longest streak of Eric Spoelstra's illustrious career, but it's also the longest streak since 2008 when the team won just 15 games that year. So, UD, you said on the show that the Heat were under a microscope here. Obviously, this is not what they wanted, adding now to a 9-game losing streak. You talked to Bam Adebayo and Tyler Hero. What's the mood around the locker room right now?
Frustrated, disappointed, but obviously these guys understand that they're getting a crash course in leadership right now. Everybody in the locker room is watching them right now, and everything they want out of this is on the other side of doing the hard things. They got to get through the hard things to get to the other side of it. Once they get to the other side, it'll be a little bit of sunshine right now. I know they can't see that, but this is building them up for something greater. They still have 13 games left. There still is a chance if they can go on a little run right here to get out of this hut right now, but they got to continue to stay together. And one thing I know about Spo, this is when he's at his best.
I do love that saying, everything you want is on the other side of hard, and it certainly seems like that is the way right now for the Miami Heat, who have lost 9 games in a row now. The second game on ESPN last night, it was supposed to be a showdown.
Supposed to be. Beat down. Beat down.
They were uber shorthanded against Luka and the Lakers, but we got some Luka magic pregame. Did you guys catch this? Did you see this?
Did.
From behind the backboard into the stands?
That's so pure.
When I saw that, I knew he was coming to cook.
We should have known that.
We should have known, particularly with no Nikola Jokic and Jamal Murray. Tim McMahon was at the game, joins us now. Why did these two not play?
They're banged up. They're hurt. And the Nuggets are prioritizing getting them right for the playoffs and making sure they're not still dealing with nagging injuries over fighting for playoff seeds. I watched Jamal Murray play one-on-one with an assistant coach who played D2 ball 2 decades ago. He couldn't guard him. Wasn't ready for Luka and Austin.
Well, especially Luka in the first quarter. 21 points for Luka Doncic.
Look, Luka, talking about getting right for the playoffs, it's Luka Doncic playing the game. And honestly, looking at these highlights, the league has to be scared right now.
Oh, yeah, he's in his zone right now. He goes, they shrink the elbow, he steps back and shoots it over 2 guys right there. He's in his zone.
Luka, like we mentioned, 21 in the first quarter. That's tied for the most points in any quarter by a Lakers player this season. So he was really feeling it. On to the third quarter we go here. Dorian Finney-Smith to Luka Doncic, sinks the 3.
I mean, Dorian Smith, he's usually the guy that's getting facilitated for, but he facilitates for Luka this time.
The Los Angeles Lakers, they roll in this one, and they've now won 3 in a row. They've been without LeBron for 10 games this season. This recent stretch, it's been okay. They've been able to stay afloat. Luka Doncic, Austin Reeves, they've really stepped up in those games. They're averaging over 58 points games combined through that stretch. So, Udonis, what do you think the Lakers have proven? Because I know we've been talking about their defense. We've been talking about, is this sustainable? It's starting to feel like it might be.
Luka's getting more confident. He's getting more comfortable. He can carry the load, but the balance of the other guys gaining confidence, that's what's most, stands out the most to me, is that Gabe Vincent, Dalton Connect, Vanderbilt, Kakula, however you say his name. All these guys are in the mix right now, and it only helps them be more dangerous in the playoffs because everybody's going to focus on Luka and LeBron. You need these guys to have confidence in a 7-game series.
And this is a team that obviously made a major change at the trade deadline.
Yeah.
You have to be impressed with how connected they are, how everything is tied together. Luka is fully engaged with his team. The kid's heart was broken. He had to go through an emotional period coming out of that trade, basically getting dumped. You see the joy back in him, and you see it on both ends of the floor.
Look, Luka Doncic has raised the ceiling for the Los Angeles Lakers by the fact that he makes everyone better. He has been able to walk in, even without LeBron James. You're seeing Austin Reeves eat. Austin Reeves cook. Like we talked about, first half, yesterday on NBA Countdown, their bench already had 29 points. Everyone is a better shooter when Luka Doncic is on the floor. And I also feel like the Los Angeles Lakers might be the luckiest team in basketball. Let me knock on some wood right here.
Okay.
Because they won the trade deadline. I called it manna from heaven getting Luka Doncic. Now you have a little bit of then you see LeBron and Luka, it can work. Then you have a little bit of a bump in the road without LeBron James, but this allows Luka to get in rhythm, to get his legs under him at the perfect time for the playoffs, while also spread the rock. And now everyone's going into the postseason feeling more confident. What is it? The L in the Lakers stands for lucky and for Luka.
I like that. That is a bar. But defensively, we were wondering whether or not this was going to be sustainable for Los Angeles, especially when Luka Doncic was traded to LA. I think we need to go back even farther, though, because before Dorian Finney-Smith was traded to Los Angeles and played his first games late in December, the Lakers were 21st in defense. Since he debuted, the Lakers have ranked 4th defensively. What's working for them?
Dorian Finney-Smith is one of the best role players in the NBA. Never wants more, never plays outside of his character. He can't help a mediocre team get better, but he can make a good team great. And he was a huge piece of the Mavericks going to the Western Conference Finals a few years ago. And look, Luka Doncic, obviously, his defense has been scrutinized. When he is engaged, when you protect him in a scheme, he can be a very effective defender. He's big, he's smart, he has great hands, and we've seen him contribute on that end with the Lakers, just like we did late last season in Dallas.
Is that a contagious effort thing, UD?
Well, he's also a Gator, too, so I think it might be something. Something in the room.
Yes,
of course it is. I mean, he's a defender. He talks about getting out there, being defensive. I think he's one of the guys who takes pride in that. He